We came to Prague with a journal, a camera, and an appetite, not just for food and drink, but for the stories a city tells when you slow down and taste it. Prague wakes slowly. The bridge greets the morning. A plate of goulash warms the soul. Music drifts through the night air. Burčák flows, sweet, young, alive. Trams pause, life in motion. And in the simplest of bites, the city tells its story. We came to discover Prague. Our journey begins where every Czech story starts, around the table. Markets spill over with produce, breads, sausages. The air is rich with the smell of roasted meats and simmering stews. Markets here feel like edible stories. Wheels of cheese stacked like treasure. Rows of smoked fish glistening behind the deli counter. And a street festival. The scent of coal-grilled cheese fills the air. Warm, smoky, irresistible. Even the buildings here know how to dance. At a local pub, plates of roasted duck and goulash arrive steaming, warm, hearty, and familiar. This is Prague's comfort food. Honest, simple, and deeply satisfying. Some flavors are unmistakably Czech. An ice-cold half-liter at Upinkasu. Crisp, golden, and perfect. Warm ham and cheese folded into a crepe at Holešovice Market. Prague Castle watches from above, timeless as ever. A shelf of slivovica lines the walls, every fruit bottled in spirit. Blaszki salad and braided hoska, simple, nostalgic. And a pot of mussels steaming with garlic and herbs reminds us this city is always evolving. As dusk settles over the river, Prague glows, both old and new. We came to Prague expecting dumplings and goulash, but in a small square, the world found us first. Spanish guitars filled the air. Giant paellas bubbled over open flames. And the scent of saffron and fire drew everyone in. It was one of those unexpected travel moments, where culture, food, and music collide. Later that evening, in another corner of the same square, something special unfolded. A gathering of musicians, young and old, came together to play old Czech folk songs. Guitars, flutes, violins, and a bass, a tapestry of sound rising into the night air. With beer flowing and music playing, time seemed to slow down. It wasn't a performance, it was a shared moment, and it became one of the most memorable parts of our day. Not far from the city center, down a quiet street, we found a small wine cellar. Inside, the night unfolded slowly, one pour at a time. The music began softly, violins, bass, and the delicate rhythm of the hammer dulcimer weaving through the room. Glasses raised to na zdraví, to your health, to family, and to new friends. Plates of smoked meat and cheeses appeared, simple and perfect. A bottle of Paella from Moravia anchored the table, aromatic, elegant, and unexpected. As the evening deepened, the dulcimer player took flight, his hands a blur, the rhythm quickening, a solo that filled the room and lingered long after the final note. In the heart of Prague, we stopped into Zlatý Kříž Lahůdky, a classic Czech deli that's been serving locals for generations. Behind the counter, a dazzling display of Chlebíčky, open-faced sandwiches, layered with meats, salads, eggs, vegetables, and every imaginable combination. We ordered a couple of unique favorites, with beers to match. And for English speakers, a clever little sign offered a few polite pointers on how to eat them properly.
Dobrou chuť.
Even Albert Einstein couldn't resist these during his time in Prague. Before we left, the dessert counter tempted us with authentic Czech sweets, delicate pastries and cakes, but absolutely not turdelník. Just around the corner, we couldn't resist a stop at Sister's Bistro, a modern take on the Czech classic. We made a straight line to the Chlebíčky counter, where familiar flavors get a contemporary twist. A couple of quick selections later, and here's Linda going all in on the classic: potato salad, salami, and egg. The perfect bite of Czech fast food. As our journey comes to a close, there's time to pause and reflect. Prague has a way of weaving itself into your memory, through quiet moments in a cafe, the rhythm of cobblestones underfoot, and the views that stop you in your tracks. From the banks of the Vltava to the rooftops of Žižkov, this city leaves its mark in unexpected ways. And somewhere between a glass of wine, a bite of chlebíček, and a page in a journal, we found a deeper connection to the Golden City. Prague has a way of surprising you at every corner. Gypsy melodies drift through the streets, and a quick bite of Párek v Rohlíku keeps the adventure going. From upside-down horses and timeless synagogues, to a quick stop for Burčák, the city's young wine, every moment feels alive. Art appears in unexpected forms, a cork figure passed out, mid-toast, turning head of Kafka. angels without backs, puppets that seem ready to tell their own stories. Between garlic slick slanina, a plate of utopense, and a watchful eye of the vodnik by the wheel, Prague reminds us that its soul is playful, layered, and endlessly curious. A city to wander, a city to taste, a city to remember.